Hello everyone. So for this video we're gonna do things backwards. We're gonna get right into the shooting because I'm at an incredible location in Kananaskis. I can't wait to show you. Oh my gosh, it's called Jester Lake and it is a little bit of a hike to get up here, but it's obviously surrounded by massive peaks and these like little reflecting pools, and there's so much greenery and wildflowers. It's amazing. I'm sure you can hear, I'm right beside a little creek. I'm sure you can hear it. It just sounds so nice. I just love sitting here and listening to it. Anyways, I've already picked out my composition. I'm going to do a self-portrait there. It is not going to be for sunset. We have this really beautiful stormy light, so I'm going to take advantage of that. Found a nice rock to sit on. Probably going to have to photograph this as a vertical pano. We'll see. Maybe not. I don't know. I guess you'll find out if you keep watching the video. But anyways, I'm actually also here with Marlon Holden and Ryan Smith and Ryan's wife, Erica. I'm sure many of you guys know them. They're very well known in the fine art print world, and yeah, it's been fun hanging out with them again and catching up and bringing them up here to shoot. They're absolutely in heaven. So this video might be a little bit different than my usual ones just because I am with other people, but probably not. Anyways, less talk, time to go get shooting, and then we'll talk about the title of what this video is after the shooting part. I'm excited. So beautiful up here. So I had to find a new location because there's too many hikers that were decided to sit and take a little break right beside where I was shooting, and then I can't talk to the camera, so had to find a new spot. But I think that this spot is much better. I found this big open reflecting pool, and obviously it's surrounded by this beautiful green grass, but again I'm having to photograph it as a vertical pano, and that's quite tricky for me because I do long exposures, so each one is a long exposure, but then I also have to go back and do one of myself, which would be the center frame, and I have to photograph the portrait version of that. So essentially I'm blending 4 images together, and I'll explain that a little bit more later on, but now is time. I got to get on the dress. I already did the shots with the long exposures, which I'll show you the back of the camera. Get on the dress, do a pose, and then I think I'll have time for one more shot facing in a different direction. Back of the camera, it is underexposed because I didn't want to blow out the clouds, and I know that I can bring up the shadows, but this one is the center, and then that's not the right one, so that one is the center, and then this is to the left of it, another long exposure. It looks like the sky is blown out, but I checked the histogram to ensure that it's not. And then one more on the other side, and it simply just doesn't fit. Like, you can't fit all this in with a horizontal frame. Like, the peak is right there. This is the reflecting pool, and then this is just like this incredible meadow of mountains and greenery, and oh my gosh, like, look at it. This is just crazy. And I live here, and I'm still wowed. I just think this is the most beautiful place. So here is the portrait part of me. It's actually very tricky. Ollie followed me over there, so I'm gonna have to Photoshop him out. He's like right behind me. But it's very tricky because I stand on that ledge right there, but there's so much like kind of grass and roots that the bottom of the dress doesn't really have anywhere to go. So I am finding that a side pose, okay, there we go, focused. A side pose is definitely best here rather than my back. So I'm gonna go back there again, put on the intervalometer timer, and hopefully catch some more good movement with the dress, but sideways. Second attempt was absolutely much better. This standing sideways definitely worked here. I got some good ones with some good dress movement that I'm pretty pleased with. Woohoo! I'm super excited, you guys. This is awesome. Got the dress on. I just did, hi. Yes, hi, I know you're there. I just did the self-portrait that I wanted to get, and I'm pretty happy with it. So yeah, definitely happy. It is getting really, really cold though, so soon I'm probably going to start heading back down the trail. But what I wanted to talk about in this video is when you become a YouTuber, everything changes with your photography. I can't quite explain it. Before I did YouTube and I did video or any of that, like, I would create so much more. I'm not saying it's a bad thing that I don't create as much anymore, because I've already like developed a skill over time that now I can use and teach other people. But it's almost exhausting to create more than one image, especially because I'm doing these self-portraits. It's not like just traditional landscape photography. Come, put your tripod up and get the shot. Like, I am in the shot, so I'm doing everything, filming in the shot. Yeah, so it's really, really hard to get more than one image. And I find that you focus more on like what you're creating to have like intention, and I think it's really powerful to help you storytell as well when you start YouTube. Yeah, definitely the storytelling, because you got to make a whole film out of it. It's just been a really interesting experience, and I know other YouTubers have said the same thing. So I think the best way to go about this is to make sure, like for me, to make sure that I spend time going out shooting without feeling like I have to film, because I always feel like I have to film it. I always feel like I have to show everybody what I'm doing, and I think that might take time to like adjust away from that. But yeah, it's different when you become a YouTuber. So for anybody thinking about doing it, there's kind of like a heads up about it, I guess. So I'm actually going to take the dress off and pack up, because it's starting to rain and we're up pretty high, and sometimes that rain when you're up this high cannot be much fun to be caught in. So I think it's time to pack up and get on back. So as always, please subscribe if you enjoyed this, because it only helps the channel grow, which means I can help you guys more, because I love you guys very much. You just make me feel so happy. But even this video is about YouTube, I do have to say, there is no other community like the people who watch like the YouTube videos. Oh my gosh, like Instagram doesn't even compare, Twitter, Threads, all of them. It's not the same. Like, this is a place where you come to make genuine connections, and I truly feel like you guys are my little yellow dress family. So, love you guys. Talk to you next week. Bye.